What's going on, y'all? So JT here with, I'm going to actually run my Kraton in just a minute, but I want to run it with this new GensAce high voltage 4S Lipo, and I'll get into this just a minute. And I'm actually going to charge it using this new GensAce charger as well. This is a dual charger, and this can charge up to 15 amps. So I'll put links in the description if you guys are interested in purchasing any one of these. This comes in 4S. You can do a 6S and stuff as well. But the big thing about these batteries is pretty cool. It's got some technology into it. But you guys see that this is going to be one of the 10,000. Let me crack this open real quick. A 10,000 milliamp 100C 4S Lipo. And look at that. And it's huge. And one of the good things about this Lipo is this little functionality. It's got a little button here. You can press on this. Probably should be somewhat in storage mode. So you guys can see how charged up this particular Lipo is, and you can use this functionality for several different things too. But this is actually a big battery. You guys see there, it's 10,000 milliamps and it's a 15.2 volts. So it is a high voltage Lipo. So you do need a charger that charges HD Lipos, and this particular charger does it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge this battery on this charger. Let me crack this charger open real quick. All right, and popping this open, taking a look at this instruction manual, which we'll probably go through later on tonight. Should have some of the basic charging functionalities in there, but look at this. This is actually packaged pretty good. Now, the good thing I like about this charger, this is going to cost you about $150, $149, and of course, a couple of bucks for tax and shipping and stuff, is that it does come with a lot of accessories for it, like charging accessories and stuff like that. Most chargers around this price, look at that. Most chargers around this price range, they don't give you the different variety of connectors. So you have here your EC5 connectors. You got some EC3 connectors, and then you got some Dean's connectors, but they give it to you in sets of 2, which is good. So say, for instance, if you have a Traxxas old school battery that actually plugs into the balance port or something, you could just take this one with the Dean's on and just replace one of them on there. Or if you got some different kinds of different connectors, you can actually use them on there, because they do give you sets of 2, which is actually good. And I like it that they do that, because I do have some XT60 connectors that I'm actually going to be using. So I'll probably make one of these into an XT60 connector, which is kind of what you see there on the end. But those, let me get this charger over here. Let me get this unwrapped. So this charger is actually pretty nice too. Look at this. So those just are going to plug, of course, into here, and then your balance port for your Lipo is going to plug into here. So you see it's 2 through 6S Lipo for it as well. And then that's, of course, where you'll plug your AC in, because we'll get this charged up and we'll get this working. So that's a look at these. So I want to show you guys something with this real quick though. And this is, of course, 10,000 milliamps. That's a lot. So I'll be able to run this truck all day. But let me show you guys one thing real quick with this truck. So pulling all that to the side, you guys see that this battery is big. Now this will fit in the 6S Arrma cars and in the 8S ones too. This should fit right into your Kraton, your Limitless as well. And it should also fit into your felony and infraction and stuff, because it goes in on one side. But you guys see it fits in there, but it's actually kind of sticking up. Now you can make an exception and get a longer Velcro strap to kind of strap this in, or you can do what I'm going to go ahead and plan on doing is I'm going to cut this piece out, or I'm going to kind of put that in there. And this is actually adjustable as well, but I'm actually going to go in, I'm going to cut this out. And then later, I probably won't do it in this video, I'm going to cut a little slit right here. And then I'm probably going to cut a little slit in here as well, so that I can run a Velcro strap up through here and wrap it over there to secure it, the battery going, of course, to the left or to the side, and then also going across the battery as well. Now, one thing about trimming or drilling, I'm going to try Dremel something right here to put that Velcro strap in here. It will get in the way of pulling this out. So that's maybe why they moved this battery trap, this holder for the battery up here, so that you'd be easy to pull this out. So every time I want to go in and change something, I will have to take that Velcro strap out. But for now, I'm just going to get this in here and get this secured. I'm not going to worry about the Velcro strap going lengthwise of the battery, but I'll do that at some point in time as well. So if you guys want to see that video on it, I'll do a video on it, but it's probably just going to be a quick snap, just cut there. And I have some really long Velcro straps that I have from GensAce that can actually fit the length of the battery going from front to back. So anyway, let's go ahead. Let's get this battery charged up, and then let's get to cutting in this chassis. All right, guys, we got our charger. We got this plugged in real quick. So we're going to use side A. Like I said, this is a dual charger, and you guys see that A and B is at the very top there. So we're going to charge one of these high voltage lipos here. So we should be on side A. We are. We're going to go into, and you can double check that because in the upper left hand corner you'll see CHA there with that. So we're on charger side A. If we was on B, it'd say CHB for that. So what we want to do is I actually want to balance this battery out. So you go up here, select the task. Of course, you hit this enter or setting button here on the far right, and this is to actually go back. And since we're on high voltage lipo, you can select the different ones. We want to make sure you're charging the correct type. So here we're doing a high voltage lipo. That's going to be for your regular normal lipo. So we'll select that. We'll go down to voltage. Since this can do 4.35, we'll go to 4.35. It goes to 4.4. Wow. Okay. Maybe there's a higher voltage lipo coming out. So we have that. This is a 4S lipo. You can change your amperage. I'm going to do this at 6 amps. You can go up to, as I mentioned before, look at that, down to 15 amps. But you can't charge 2 batteries at 15 amps at the same time. I think it kind of regulates that current between the batteries you have in there. But we're going to go back down to 6 volts. I'm doing this because this is a high milliamp lipo, so we should be fine with that. Go down here and hit the start button, and it's of course good. So it asks you if you are charging a high voltage lipo. You want to go ahead and do that. And this is in. The amperage is going to go up to 6 volts. It's going to start charging. It's showing you what the cells are. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to let this charge up, and then we'll come back to this. Once this gets charged, and we'll be good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start cutting into this Kraton to fit this bigger battery in here, and to fit bigger and longer batteries in here too, not just for this one. But this is probably one of the biggest 4S's I have, next to, I think I have a Hovo battery. It's actually 9600 milliamps. It's pretty long and big too. So let's go ahead and let's get to cutting in this Kraton. All right, y'all. So while that battery's charging, just to let you know, there is a screw that's in there that holds this plastic piece in. So you want to go ahead and get that removed. So hopefully I can do this pretty good and get this cut out. I may cut a slit while I'm in here doing this, but I definitely want to go ahead and trim and get this piece out so that, take this out too. There's 2 pieces there. I want to go ahead and cut this out so that I can fit that bigger battery in. And now you don't have to do this. You can fit other batteries in here, but I just want to try that big old 10,000 milliamp lipo in here and see how this actually holds up. So, while I'm at it, I did go ahead and stiffen the suspension up some. I did put some of the spacers in the front and then also the rear, to handle that bigger lipo too. So this is going to add a little weight to the vehicle. But let me go ahead and let's get the cutting, and let me go ahead and get this trimmed out. All right, y'all, we got that all trimmed out. So I'm just going to kind of clean this up and smooth this up some real quick. All right, y'all, we got our battery done. Press here. It's fully charged up, and we're going to get this popped right in here. And bam, we're good to go. Look at that. That fits in there good. Suspension should be good now. Like I said, I did put spacers in the front and then also on the rear because it was just a little bit soft out the box for me. But I'll make probably some adjustments at some point in time. So let's go ahead and let's get this out for a quick run. All right, y'all, we are losing sunlight, but I am still going to run this. My area of the grass has not been cut, so it's going to be very interesting to get this out here. I should speed test this actually. This does look like it's a lot faster than it normally is. My only concern is as I start jumping it, that battery may move forward just a little bit, only because it's a heavier battery. But it's still popping wheelies though, look at that. I'm surprised it's still popping wheelies. Okay, I'm gonna have to speed test this, guys. We're gonna have to get this out a couple of days or so and speed test this. I believe we're getting a lot more, and we should. A lot more power. So anyway, let's take this off road before I lose some sun. Look at this grass. Don't even know if they'll keep it maintained anymore. But we can test to see how this is gonna run in some thick grass. It's still popping wheelies. Gosh, this is, oh my God, I didn't know it was that thick over there. I mainly wanted to get this battery in here. We are probably gonna have some hard time getting through this grass and getting some good jumps in. I'm surprised this is willing. This is actually putting out a little bit more power than I thought it would. Get a good start. All right, let's try to get a better running start since we're caught up in all this grass. This is willing a lot more than I thought it would. Okay, battery's putting out some power, y'all. This grass is keeping me from getting real high. I think it's a big patch right when I get there, but we are gonna get a good long jump in. Get it going, get it going, get it going. Ooh. Now that probably would have broke an A-arm, but he did okay. Yeah, this grass is messing up my jumps. You guys know I can jump pretty good. I can usually clear stuff pretty good, but since this little pile right here is just all, that's a little bit better. You know what, y'all? I actually do. I probably can't do it out here though. I have my GPS with me. So let's hook that GPS up. I've been running, so it's already got a load ran through the battery. But I'm curious to see if this is gonna go faster than 52 miles per hour. So let me hook this GPS up real quick, and maybe I can go all the way down there and come here and see if I can get a full pass in or not. So give me just a minute, let me hook this up. All right, y'all, strap my GPS on there. We're gonna go up to this area. And one of the reasons why I'm running this high voltage battery, let's make sure that's catching, yep, 7 miles per hour, is because some people are curious. I was in a hobby town, crawl up here the other day, or probably a couple of weeks ago, and somebody was actually gonna get a high voltage GensAce Lipo for their vehicle. And I told them it should be fine to run it in because I've run it in other vehicles too. They had a, I think it was an Arrma Kraton, but it was a 6S Kraton, and it's got the new Spectrum system in it, and they were just curious, and I said it should be fine because I run them in, I've run high voltage lipos in my other cars. I haven't run this particular one, but I had some other ones. So anyway, let's take this up here. Still 7 miles per hour, so it still is catching. Hopefully the mall security won't come down. Let's see if we can get we should be able to get a full pass on this. Let's hope so. Full speed. Without hitting the wall. Without running into, almost got it up there completely. All right, 52. I know it's got a lot more jump than it normally has, so all right, let's try this one more time. Kind of left my SUV all wide open and stuff, but anyway, let's see what this does. Get over here. Let me back it up a little bit, see if I can get full speed out here. Got a little wheelie going on. Nah, I really can't do complete full speed. We're almost there. Almost there, but if I keep going, I'm gonna end up smashing that wall. So we're topping at about 52. So I say we can probably get about, I'd say about 53 to 54, 55, possibly out of this. I just don't wanna I just don't want to run into this wall down here, y'all. I don't want to run into the curve down here. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna squeeze it just a little bit more. Y'all know what's gonna happen? Yeah, we're not gonna worry about that because that's just what's gonna happen. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna pack this up a little bit. I'm actually gonna run this out a little bit more and take my GPS off so I won't end up losing it somewhere in the grass. And I'm gonna enjoy this for the few more minutes that I'm out here, but 52 so far. I'm pretty sure we can get a couple more miles if we had a little bit more space. But this Lipo definitely has a lot more oomph in there. And of course, you gotta make the modifications I did to fit a bigger Lipo like this in here. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos because I'm gonna actually run this some more. I may do some bonus footage or something, or catch me on Instagram. I always put stuff there. I am also on TikTok, and find my Facebook page. All that is down below in the description, and you guys can always see cliplets and everything else I have on those social media pages too, guys. Thanks for watching.